And the pandas are making their debut today at the San Diego Zoo. We have team coverage for this Panda Mania. CBS 8's Chris Groh has more on the panda ceremony happening today, including a special guest who's there.
But first, let's go to Netta Iranpour for everything you need to know about this adorable duo. And we saw at least one of them putting on a show out there, Netta.
They certainly were a little more active this morning, I will say. We've seen them eat and eat and eat and eat. They love their bamboo, but it has been quite an incredible morning here at our very own San Diego Zoo. And we're just an hour away from Panda Ridge, the newly renovated Panda Ridge, opening up to the public. So it's going to be an incredible day today for many people who will get to see these pandas for the very first time. We had a chance to do that. Several dignitaries had a chance to view them as well. In fact, I'm standing right now on this red carpet. They rolled out the red carpet for the many people who are involved in this opening ceremony of Panda Ridge. We're in front of the Panda shop now, which, you know, people want their panda swag, of course. It's the cutest kind of stuff, right? I mean, ears included. So this has been 21 years since the United States has seen the return of giant pandas, of course, coming to us from China. So we saw a lot of Chinese dignitaries here as well, and fans of the pandas, musicians, you name it. Chris will get into all of that. But let's give you some background on these animals, these giant bears. Yes, they are bears. Remember that. Xin Bao, we'll start with her. So Xin Bao is almost 4 years old. We're told she's the active, alert one, which we certainly saw. She loves to be covered in this bamboo. She climbs right in it, eats away. She's witty, an excellent climber. She also loves to roll around, which we had a chance to view too, and so will you. She has the larger round face with the bigger ears. So that's how you can distinguish between the two of them. In fact, when you walk through Panda Ridge, she'll be the first one on the left as you're walking, and then you get to see Chuan. So Chuan is almost 5 years old. He's the male. Yun means cloud, Chuan means big river. He's named after his grandmother, Bai Yun, a familiar name for us here in San Diego. She resided here at the San Diego Zoo back in the early 2000s. So for many of you at home wondering, how do I get to see these pandas in real life? Well, there are 3 different ways you can experience them. You can secure a complimentary giant panda timed ticket. That's when you get into the zoo. All you have to do is scan the QR codes. You'll see them on signs all throughout the zoo. The signs are posted everywhere. Then you select an available time, and then, of course, show up at the right time. You can also join the standby line, so you don't necessarily have to scan the QR code and reserve. You can just show up at Panda Ridge anytime and get in the line. The zoo does offer a special 60-minute paid early morning with Pandas Walking Tour that you do have to reserve online. So as we talked about, it has been quite the morning. We've been here since the early morning hours, and we got to see them waking up and eating their bamboo. So did a lot of special people here to our state. So for that part of our coverage, we're going to send it over to Chris Groh to bring us the latest on the ceremony. Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Netta. And look, the ceremony really tried to hit the nail on the head of the message of why the pandas are here, not just conservation, but diplomacy between the U.S. and China and what this means for both countries moving forward. It's something that we heard Governor Gavin Newsom touch on just a short time ago. Take a listen.
Is about exchange. This is about understanding. This is about something much deeper, much richer than just the 2 beautiful pandas we celebrate. It's about celebrating our common humanity. It's about celebrating the things that bind us together.
And then, of course, things ended with that ceremonial ribbon cutting, marking, of course, the opening here of Panda Ridge. As we know, we've been going over this all day. Xin Bao and Chuan are the first pandas to arrive into the U.S. in 21 years. We lost pandas in 2019. It's been a long 5 years without them, but here they are. And the common theme that we really heard throughout this ceremony today was how much politics and government and ideals need to be set aside when we're talking about the relationship between these 2 countries and what these pandas signify, that spirit, that pride, that those are things that don't necessarily, you have to have all those commonalities, but when you look at these pandas and what those mean, you can still feel that pride about that relationship. You can still feel that moment and how impactful it is that this shared relationship has now continued. And earlier today, we saw Chuan. We were able to see him. We'll be able to see Xin Bao in just a little bit, but it was remarkable. I mean, we saw them yesterday, but to see the male part of this duo be so active early in the morning, that is when they're most active after he was taking quite the bamboo nap just yesterday during that media preview. It was a complete 180, and it was so cool to see. And something else that was debuted during the ceremony that you see right here behind us is this mural that was, again, that was put out here. This is by Yoon. This is the matriarch of the pandas here. This was the first panda that arrived here in San Diego. This was done by Shepard Fairey. This was unveiled today. And again, it's such a remarkable moment to see everybody coming together, to see these two representatives, two groups of representatives from both sides of these country come together to, again, celebrate these two pandas here who are now at the San Diego Zoo. In just a little less than an hour, San Diegans and tourists will be able to now come and enjoy the pair. Evan and Eric.
So you have Chuan and Xin Bao. You've seen them both interacting, moving around a little bit. Do you have a favorite, or is it too early to pick a fave at this point?
Oh, tough question.
Put you on the spot.
Just like you can't pick a favorite child.
That's true.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, Xin Bao did put on quite the performance yesterday, but Yoon Chuan did put together a performance today. So, I mean, look, these pandas are so soft, they're so cuddly, they're so great to look at. You can't pick a favorite.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
They're both our faves.
We have to go out and see them ourselves.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pick it yourself. Enjoy both of them. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it. Great looks today. He had that first live shot of the
Yeah,
pandas
one of
we
the
got
first people to see those pandas.
during the CW at 7 a.m. That was really neat. There is going to be increased traffic in Balboa Park as the San Diego Zoo opens the Panda Ridge exhibit. There will be traffic on Park Boulevard and around the park, so zoo visitors can take advantage of that free shuttle that will pick up and drop off at the Inspiration Point parking lot.